Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Soul Drive. Hair is a little crazy today, but you guys are basically at home with me, and we are actually going to go through something today that I think a lot of people experience that will be really helpful. That is 4 tips to get out of a rut or get unstuck. Now, sometimes we don't even realize that we're in a rut. It goes through this, but here are 4 ways that you can get through it, which are very easy. As long as you can understand it, you can get through it. Number 1 tip is to be able to understand it. So, of course, when we get in a rut, like I said earlier, we don't necessarily always understand that we are experiencing feeling stuck. We just kind of feel sluggish, we want to do things, or maybe we're behind on things. And it's really important to understand what changed. So there is something called 5 hurts of the soul, and they are betrayal, abandonment, injustice, humiliation, rejection. That can also be self-inflicted. So that can mean that you have done these things to yourself. It can be so many different ways that you could have experienced this, but it's really important to be able to acknowledge what it is that's changed that might have made you feel this feeling that you're sort of battling. Now, another thing that's really important to consider is what's changed in this moment from when you were feeling your best. I guarantee you that there's something that's changed in your routine that you were doing when you felt your best that you're no longer doing. What I notice I stopped doing when I'm not feeling my best. I'm not getting out to go for walks as soon as I wake up. I am not working out, or I am not socializing as much as I usually do. I love socializing, and I love being with my friends and being with people and meeting new people. And I find that when I'm not getting out and doing that as much, if I'm not able to, that impacts me a little bit. Now, I love spending time alone. Don't get me wrong, I really love that. But when I'm not going out and meeting new people or doing things like that and spending too much time alone, that can sometimes affect that as well. There's so many different ways that people really like to enjoy their day. So make a mental note of that. Another thing is it's really important for us to give ourselves a little bit of grace. Sometimes when we're in a rut, we are like our worst critic and we judge ourselves and we feel like we're not supposed to be feeling that way. We feel like nobody else in the world could be feeling what we're feeling right now, and we're wrong. So everybody goes through experiencing feeling stuck or feeling like they're in a rut. You're only human, and you're not going to be at your peak all of the time. Sometimes you're going to have lows, and sometimes you're going to have highs. And those lows help you gear up for the highs, so they're necessary. So don't beat yourself up. Number 3 is structure. So I know that sounds really lame. I promise you it's going to get better. Just keep listening. How you start your day or how you end it is really important. So you really want to incorporate good things into that. It's really important to have some sort of a routine in the morning or at night. What is really good for you to do is to trigger feel-good hormones into your body. The first is dopamine. So dopamine is a feel-good hormone, and it's really good for you to be able to do something like complete a task. And when you make a to-do list or some sort of a checklist and you're able to cross those things off and you feel so good when you do it, that's dopamine being released from your body. So if you wake up and you make your bed, a lot of people are really proud of that, as they should be. They're completing a task for the day. They're releasing dopamine into their body. So you don't have to make your bed necessarily to release dopamine. You can take a bath, you can make sure that you're drinking enough water, or make a list of things to look forward to. So something that you can anticipate. That's a really good way to release dopamine into your body. Another thing that you might want to do, and this actually helps to build trust. So when you are building trust, you are actually building connection and you're building a sense of safety within yourself. When you experience those 5 hurts of the soul that I mentioned earlier, you are naturally feeling a decrease in your confidence. So those things really attack your ego, and that naturally attacks your confidence. So what we want to do here is we're trying to trigger these hormones to be able to increase your confidence. So if you're doing things to be able to build trust, to be able to build some sort of connection, even if it's brief, it's a sense of safety within yourself, and it naturally increases your confidence. So you can smile at somebody when you're walking by them, you can pet an animal, you can hold the door open for somebody, do something nice for them. Those things help to build trust with people. You can be there for a friend if you feel like you have the capacity to do that. that builds trust, when you are able to have little moments with people that are consistent, that show reliability. That is really the definition of trust. You can even stop somebody and compliment them. I like to do this a lot. So I will stop somebody and tell them that I like their shoes. I'll tell them that I think they're pretty. I'll tell them I like their dress and ask them where it was from. Just having that brief moment of connection really helps for you to build trust, and then naturally helps to increase your confidence. Another thing that you can do, which triggers a hormone that allows for you to briefly mask whatever pain or discomfort you're going through. Sometimes when you are feeling stuck or you are feeling really overwhelmed with whatever it is that you're experiencing, you naturally need a little bit of a break from feeling that. And doing these things helps to create a brief moment of euphoria for you to mask that discomfort or that pain that you're experiencing. That can be things like working out. That's why when people experience really hard shifts in their life, they go to the gym, they work out, they do things like that. You can watch something funny. Laughing helps to create that brief feeling of euphoria so that you're not thinking about what it is that you're going through, and not so much even that you're just not thinking about it, but you're not feeling it because it's releasing that hormone in your body. So another thing that you can do is you can just move your body in general. You can dance, you can listen to music, you can just vibe out, jam out. That will be able to help you mask that feeling that you're feeling briefly with a feeling of euphoria. Do things that help you to produce a hormone that helps you feel a sense of calmness in yourself. So this can mean that you are going out into nature and spending time where there's greenery. You can just get sun exposure in general. You can do it from your balcony, you can go for a walk, go to the beach, really wherever it is that you can get out and get some sunlight will really, really help you. And also meditate if you are into meditation. I know that can be hard for some people. When I first started meditating, which was in 2017 or 2018, I would meditate and then I would be like, I want to eat for lunch. And I would start thinking about very random things. So meditating can be hard to stay mindful in the moment. A quick tip is when you're closing your eyes, you can focus on a specific object, whether it's a dot, whether it's, an animal, whatever it is that you want to focus on. And that can really help you to meditate a bit better. So these are some things that you can do to be able to trick your body into producing feel-good hormones. So my fourth tip, which I like to do in general regardless, is throw something new into your day or into your week. I think it's so fun. I love routine. I really love having everything planned out. I'm a planner, which I love. But I also like to sometimes just say, you know what, for lunch today, I'm just gonna go have a swim. I'm gonna go out and maybe meet a friend for coffee. Instead of waiting for Friday or the weekend, which I really don't like to do, maybe on a Wednesday or Thursday night, I'll go out for a drink with my girlfriend, or we'll go try a new spin class or a bar class, something that's exciting, something that we can really look forward to, because what's the point in all the hard work if you're not rewarding yourself with something exciting? Why should we work 5 days a week and then have 2 days to enjoy it? Why can't we enjoy it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday or even a Monday? Something that really helps us feel good. So these are 4 tips to be able to help you get unstuck. So to understand it, acknowledge it, focus on structure and things that produce feel-good hormones, and add any of those things that I mentioned into your day. The 4th is to be able to add some new things into your routine that will really help you just get out of the repetitive hamster wheel that we can all get stuck in. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I would love if you could like and subscribe, and feel free to comment too. Share this with anyone who can relate. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, I'd love if you can share this with anyone who can relate, or even just give it a rating. And I really hope that the next time you feel stuck, this helps you get unstuck. I'm Charlene, I'm your host, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.